Hello everyone, this is Roxy. Welcome to my channel. Christians around the world this time every year celebrate Easter. It is a period that begins for many from Good Friday all the way up to Easter Sunday. It celebrates and remembers the death of Jesus for the sins of the world and the resurrection of Jesus into glory. When you're young, for many of us, it's simply a public holiday. It is time off school. It is time when your parents are off work. It is time when the family is together, planning trips, going to church, enjoying the dramatization of Jesus' death, having a good time. But as you grow older, Easter is supposed to have a different meaning to you. It is supposed to provide a time of reflection, often very difficult reflection, that Jesus was the most ridiculed, the most cheated, the most reviled person who was wrongfully murdered. But understanding the overall will of the Father who sent him, he never once complained. He never once looked back. At some point where his human spirit failed him, he did ask, "If it is your will, let this pass from me." That only showed his humanity and the understanding that it is okay to feel the pain you're going through. As Nigeria has come out of one of the most divisive elections we have had in our political history, this is a time for you, in particular, a true Christian, to understand that none of the pains that you have gone through in this cycle, none of the rhetorics that have challenged your faith, none of the people who have inflicted harm, whether through words or actions, can be as big as the things that Jesus went through. And if Jesus, who has the entitlement of the throne of heaven, could humble himself and go with the program, as we say it, why can't you? This is a time when you must forgive. You absolutely must forgive. I still saw tweets the other day from someone who indicated that they would not be giving jobs to people who did not vote for a certain candidate. If that is not reflective of who Jesus was. Jesus allowed everyone to come to him. Jesus particularly prioritized the sinners and those who did not believe in his ministry. He was very clear that that was why he was sent to the world, not for the good and the righteous, who, yes, already are close to God, but more so for those who, through his light and his compassion, his humility and his service, he would be pulling closer to God, to an understanding just by looking at his life of the kind of life that they could and should live. And so, as Christians celebrate around the world, remember that if you're going to be anything like Jesus, you must extend the kind of forgiveness that's uncommon. You must forgive people who do not even deserve the forgiveness. People who actively want you dead, you must forgive them. Because that's really what Jesus did. As he carried his cross across the crowd of people, they were mocking him. These are the same people that he, knowing the bigger picture, knew that he was dying for. There is no bigger basis for anger, no bigger basis for resentment than knowing that people that you're actually fighting for do not deserve the chance and actually are mocking your efforts at saving them. But if Jesus could do it, so can you. Happy Easter to everyone. Cheers.